Now it is 4:45, and I've been up since yesterday at 2:22, and here I am. I was messing with my hair. I wonder what that means. Nothing. People go and their hair falls out. And I'm going to tell you something, I'll be honest. I pull mine out. The more tired I get, then the deeper the wounds. I don't spray my hair. I have flowers in my hair right now. How do you like that? I bought some mineral makeup. It was 75% off by Gabriel, good name brand. Maybe I'll go out and I'll pretend I'm a middle-aged woman. I keep on thinking about the bitch Betty that raped and pillaged my dad. My dad attracted the psychopathic narc, or the narcissistic psychopath, same as what he left behind, his dad. Frank, actually it was Herbert Richens. What was it? Walter Herbert Richens. Walter, just like his name. You see that? That hickory switch up there, you bring it down. Now you pull down your pants, Frank. Maybe he was another person in a war, whatever those excuses were. I give my dad so much credit. So I've been feeling my dad. I'm in touch with dead people. I tell you, it's better than the touching that no one's doing here. Yeah. And I know all about what looks mean in this bullshit world. I had that long bouffant hair, strawberry blonde. No one gives a fuck about me anyway that I know. Nope. So what do I care how I look? I don't care how I look. I give a fuck how I look. I just happen to be blessed with these incredible breasts. Someone bought a picture or two of my feet recently, and they're in shoes. But wouldn't you know, what a tease I am. So, zero tolerance for abuse. I'm glad I put up my YouTube channel. Look at that, that's wild. So this is flowers in my hair. I made a paste, and I did a really great job, and just gobbed it on. I don't even know if I'm going to wash it out. And it's 5 a.m. by the time I go outside, so there'll only be people I probably don't want to meet out there, so I don't really care what they think about my hair. Soon I'm going to start doing sweat yoga again. I'm going to get into tremendous shape by then. Whew. Maybe I'll just shake it. Feels good. And I'll have to get my sleep in order to do yoga. And they contacted me, so it's starting soon. This looks like hair that my mom used to have. Where's that picture? My sisters hide all the pictures. She's being killed off now, so they'd like to destroy the pictures and all evidence of her, because I look like her, and I love it. I don't give a shit. And this is kind of like what her hair looked like, except that she had darker hair. And that was when Jacqueline was about 2. I'm 63 and a half. And then Carol's 62 and a half. My murdered brother, thanks sisters and conspirators, others, would be 3 years younger, about 60. And Jacqueline, between that 8-year span, yeah, my eyes are tired, I am. So Thelma Louise is 8 years younger, so 63, 53, 55, the same age as my abusive ex, so which one, eh? And so Jacqueline Rose Marion is 55, 57. Why the hell am I caring what age she is? Has something to do with what I was saying, because I started to think about someone else. Okay, so my mom was 24 approximately when I was born. And so then when Jackie was around 2 or 3, I was about 6 years older. So when I was 8, my mom had hair like this in a picture with Jacqueline. And Dad took a picture. My mom didn't like pictures usually. And she had darker version of this. And she was so beautiful. Very petite like me. And a little bit shorter, as in I'm taller. And she had tiny wrists like me. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I like looking like my mom. My mom, she hadn't been killed off. She'd look like me too. My mom did whatever I told her to do. She ate whatever I fed her. She trusted me implicitly. Such a story. Then they killed off my brother because he loved me and I loved him. They couldn't have that. Oh no, they couldn't have that. I need a backdrop for behind my head. What do you suggest? I was thinking about bamboo beads. See, my neurons work real well. They snip snap, they travel. And so my neurotransmitters, synapses, light up, baby. So what do you feel, that ugly piece of green space? Well, not really green and it's not really space. What do you think that should be? So bamboo beads I was looking on Etsy. And then I was, have some other ideas rather than talking about Jackie. So people have made this their own hell. It's not my hell. It's my effing heaven. Yeah. So I think I'm going to walk around with flowers in my hair. And like I just came back from the hairdressers. I don't go to the hairdressers. Look at that. See, my mother used to curl our hair with her fingers, Carolyn and I. My sisters won't even do themselves the justice of having a beautiful heart like me. They don't want to talk about gorgeous memories. Thelma Louise doesn't want to talk about when Mom lived with her. Wonder why. Jacqueline doesn't. And then Jackie put her in a home so someone could push her. 7 months later, she was dead. So short hair isn't in style. I know that. I don't give a fuck. Pretty wild. I think I'm going to get some ribbons and strings and beads and just do some funky, real weird shit. And maybe I'm going to get a bandana, some feathers. Some, I don't know where I'll wear them. Probably here. So that's that. beingoflove@gmail.com via PayPal. Catherine without sleep since yesterday, and now it's 5 a.m. and my heel is, gosh. So, yes, they're real. Find out my secrets. There's a dog dish there. Roll over. Down, boy. And I'm glad I was born this way. I'm glad I'm gifted. I'm grateful. I'd like to do an interview on a very famous gal, also with big breasts, but they're not as beautiful as mine. And she had them artificially inseminated. She had them enhanced for her very famous TV show. And she seems to be a smart businesswoman. And she has property in Vancouver Island. So I felt deeply the other day that I need to do a series on her. And there's a lot more I need to talk to her about. Do you know who she is? I do. And she's one of the bombshells like me that made it through, that's still alive. Most of the bombshells don't live. She did drugs and alcohol. I didn't go that way. I did enough stupid stuff, but I never went that route. And imagine how great my hair will look when it's all long, sexy. So, flowers in her hair. So, artist model, fitness model, award-winning poet, columnist, radio TV show host, need I boast? And hire me, thank me, sponsor me, get me a home. I'm certainly worthy of that. You have a home, I'm sure. Why should I go without one? Why should it be that someone living in a penthouse near me should be allowed to steal my 5 tons storage locker and my son's and everything we ever created, read, and wrote, all the books we wrote? The poetry book he wrote at age 9. Oh my God. All the clothes he painted for me. And all his painted t-shirts, 12 to 24. My God, they could be selling for thousands. My son is so effing talented. You've heard us, you monsters. And there's more than one of you ugly things. But you're not fire-breathing dragons. You're fucking bilious. Farting, constipated, sick, and shoveling your shit into your ugly mouth that only spouts obscenities. Nobody can radically reform you. You think you have it all because you got your daddy's and your mummy's money. You don't know how to make your own money. You don't know how to make love. You've never made love. You've never done anything with a real woman. No names here. There's a lot that keeps me going. And it's not always about sending flowers to people. This is a yoga pose. Yeah. You can thank me, because you're going to find me put a effing lid on things real soon if you don't. beingoflove@gmail.com. And I'm going to tell you, there's no excuse not to love one another. There's no excuse not to support and help and encourage your mother. Because when she's gone, she's gone. There's somebody that's left a message, who knows? I have offers sometimes, just like peace parcel poop. Some money here, some money there for parts of my body. And discriminately, I sell off parts of my body, but never my face. Anything I sell, I'm proud of. I'll never be embarrassed or ashamed. Ever. Ever. Meanwhile, the ugly, pornographic pukes that attempt to rebuke me, they find themselves disgusting. They have contempt for beautiful people like you and me because they're contemptuous and they can't be trusted. And I'm just busting out with joy. How do you get back at those miserly, miserable pieces of shite? You get better, because they're only getting more and more bitter. And we don't need proof, do we? Look around. But don't look at them. They don't deserve it. That means don't look down. Oh, well, pardon me. So, flowers in her hair. She, she wore red roses in her hair, in her hair. She wore red roses in her hair, in her hair. It's not the greatest. She wore red roses in her hair, in her hair. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, la, la, la. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She wore roses. Just a second. In her hair. Something my brother left me. My brother was murdered, and he's still with me. This is from his backpack. It's my color. I love you, Frankie. Love you with all my heart and soul. And it's your birthday, October the 5th. And you live on in me. And I listen to you. Yes, I do. Now you guide me, whereas before I was guiding my baby brother. And they killed you, and they murdered you. And that shall be released, that news, how and when. And they were paid money to destroy you. I have no need or reason to go public at this time because they will be showing up for what they're not and who they are. Dirty bastards. I love you, Frankie. To my baby brother, Frank Edward William Marion. If you don't like this stuff here, fix it. Fix it for me. Donate. beingoflove@gmail.com. PayPal. Catherine, not giving a damn. I am pure white light. And I'm having fun like when I was a girl. A lot of people want to be dead so they can go back to their mom and their dad. They got it figured out that way. That's not the way it is. Most people I know are dead already. Counting the money, complaining, bitching about taxes. Be grateful that someone trusts you enough, hires you, so you can become some protagonist. Yeah. Have your drama king or queen story. Something gory, I tell you, because you're not living your bliss. I've been in worse situations than this. And my pineal gland is so fucking clear, totally decalcified. Most of you are lobotomized because this is the invisible Auschwitz. You stupid, saggy tits. All the breasts from Catherine. Titter-tat. And take that. Nighty-night. Sleep tight. Because I am. That's just a short little message. It's taking hours to upload. I really need a new phone. Open to receive. I am not joking. I love you, brother Frankie. I love you, Daddy. And I love you, Mummy. I'm not a beggar. I don't give a fuck who doesn't love me or see me here anymore.